Hi, welcome to the Inferno and Fire 98. I'm Aaron Tilsen, General Manager and co-coach of the team here in 2018. What is in the Inferno and what are you about to get yourself into? Uh, we're looking at the Inferno as a place for you to be intimately involved in the team and what's happening with the team and really have a sense of what's going on with the players, the team, coaching staff, and behind the scenes. Uh, we also want to help organize you as a rabid, intense fan base and help you be organized and be involved until you guys create your own identity and have that running. So a little background on why we're creating Fire C98 in the WPSL. Having coached youth soccer here with the Twin Cities Fire for 20 years, I guess I personally have seen a large number of college players come back each summer and ask to join our practices after a few years of putting together MWSL teams and having our players play in that league and feel like they still would like training. That provided them some games, and that finding out that league is competitive but really doesn't provide the same level of challenge as youth soccer does at the higher levels. So that brought us to the WPSL. There was a couple different options of these type of high-level leagues. I think the WPSL is It's the world's largest women's soccer league. It'll have over 120 teams this year. They're looking to grow in the future, and it's been around for over 20 years, so it has a lot of stability. So that's kind of why we started the team. How we started the team. The Twin Cities Fire Youth Soccer Club that I've been involved with since the beginning is kind of the backing entity of Fire SC98. And we're hoping that the youth soccer players will support the team. And even though not all of the players from the first team will be former youth players for the Twin Cities Fire, but they'll support the team and the idea of the best women's soccer players in Minnesota having an opportunity to play. A couple things that we're looking at for Fire SC98 is to have the players first, meaning providing them an elite environment from start to finish. Trying to put the best collection of players we can together and open to players from all age groups, all areas that have a high level of talent. And then we're going to create a culture for competitiveness and put a high quality team on the field. Part of that athlete experience is working towards having it be cost-free. Many WPSL teams charge a high fee for the women to play and train at a high level in the summer. We're hoping to work towards, in our business model, having that be free. And we have to figure out how to generate enough income, find enough sponsorship, and be able to make it so that the best players from around their area and Minnesota have a chance to play at a really high level, and expense doesn't matter to them. Some of the things with the WPSL that will be different for all the players who play in college and play at the youth soccer level is the size of the roster. We are going to have almost 40 players in our training group. 30 of them will be on the first team, and 10 players will be on the reserve team. That large training group is really a main part of it. If you think the WPSL season is 10 games of a regular season, you can have 2 more if you win your conference, and you can have 2 more if you make it to the National Final Four. So the most games you'd ever play is 14, maybe a few exhibitions in their early season to kind of boost that number. So it's not a long season. Trying to keep every player healthy for college and help them move on to whatever their next step might be. Develop the players. We'll be training at least 2 times a week, sometimes 3 times a week. And so trying to have that large roster and make it really competitive so that those that make it on the field are truly the best we can. And some of the WPSL rules affect that. Each game day roster will have 20 players, and you can have unlimited subs. Some of that rationale is for college coaches to allow their players. They don't want them to have overuse injuries and be getting played 90 minutes all summer and come back to their college seasons not as healthy as they should be. So it allows for players to play, but not be forced to play an entire full 90 each and every weekend that we play. The other part of Fire SC 98 and the WPSL, we really want a great game day experience, and then for that team to be really competitive on the field. Every one of our home games, we're going to have contests at halftime with youth teams playing. We'll have giveaways for fans that show up, and we really need you as the Inferno fan base to have an excitement in the stands and make it a great game day environment, which I think this level of soccer really needs. We kind of have a little bit of the Field of Dreams slogan going on in our methodology of creating this team, and it's if we build it, that they will come, and that they is you. We need you as a fan base to show up to the games and support this team and be excited about the best level of women's soccer we have. And the WPSL has produced a lot of players that play in the NWSL, play on the national team, and really this is a ground where players can find an avenue to play professionally. Thank you, and that's my information on the WPSL 2018. Go Fire!